a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark fall movies.
I'm Brian. I like Hallmark fall movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark fall movies.
I'm Scott from Christmas Morning, and Halloween is just an unfortunate speed bump in the road to Christmas.
And this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
I just don't know,
boy.
Scotty. I
Shout
don't
out,
know.
Scotty.
Fighting
I don't know if I can stand with you on this, Scotty.
It's on brand for what we do, Brandon.
Yes,
It is, yes.
but I
don't really hate Halloween.
Fair.
Yeah.
fair. I've come to really love Halloween.
This is that. Well, when you have kids, like our
They're
kids are just so contagious with Halloween. It's crazy.
I even did outdoor decorations this year.
I
for
saw
Halloween.
that.
What'd you
Just
think?
a little
about it?
spider web?
Just a little something.
It was like, I kind of was shocked that it was in between. That was
Sure.
my thought. I was like,
Well, I've
I
never
either
done it
expected
before.
bigger or like, I just got a skeleton on the front porch. Call it a day.
Well, I had to buy things.
Yeah.
I can't buy
Yeah.
hundreds of dollars of things. I got a spider web. I've got lights on my porch.
Yep.
I've got some floodlights onto the house to make it like purple and
Little
stuff.
spooky.
Yeah, a
Very
little spooky.
cool.
And
Sounds
then
like you did a lot.
and then I got a UFO inflatable.
Well,
Yeah, that was the thing. I think it was the double take of like, what is that?
It's
an alien?
That's an alien.
That's
It's a UFO.
nice.
A classic Halloween alien.
It's a Halloween alien because aliens are a
I
little
feel
spooky.
like Halloween, if you celebrate it right, it's exactly the amount of time that you should be doing. You should be celebrating Christmas. It's a month.
That's right.
Well,
2
that's
months
that's
from
just wrong,
September
right?
1st.
No, it's for like October 1st, you go really hard. Like we don't put any pumpkins up until October, but you get the skeleton out, you do the candy, you watch spooky movies, you do it for a month. It's fun. And then you're like, now this is out of here. I think that's about right. I think that's what we should do.
Brand, can you imagine starting to celebrate Christmas on December 1st?
ridiculous.
You guys aren't informed. You guys have a podcast called Christmas Morning.
Yes.
You're going to lean a little heavy on the Christmas. You want to tell them about it?
Well,
If
we
you
do
let us-
lean a little heavy on the Christmas. We are approaching, Scotty. Is our fifth holiday season or
I
sixth?
can't keep track
Fifth
of
or
how many
sixth?
seasons we've done. It doesn't.
took a few
it
years
doesn't
off, didn't
compute.
we?
We would never. We go daily beginning on November 1st. It's a daily morning show all the way through Christmas Day, which is a lot of fun.
Is it actually November 1st though, Brandon? Because I feel like we do it the first full week, whatever that Monday is.
This year, that would
That's
be the
true.
third.
Sorry, November 3rd. Yes.
Okay, great.
You're correct.
November
Yeah,
3rd,
whatever the
great.
first Monday is. So November 3rd, it's going to be a lot of fun. But something that we played around with last year in October was I know you guys know this, but every 25th of the month, we do a Christmas party
Christmas party,
episode.
of
Yeah,
course.
no,
A
we're
little bit
big
different.
Christmas party
Dude,
boys.
I wait for it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year in October, we did a Halloween party. We
know.
called it Halloween Evening, and it was a lot of fun. So this year, we're going to do a couple of those. For people get to send in all the fun stuff that they do at Halloween, and we talk about it and all that stuff. First one coming out this Friday over on the
Yep.
Friday
Friday.
over on the Friday
The big
over on
Friday
the
episode.
Christmas morning feed, just to get your spooky juices flowing. And I know you love that, Scotty.
Yes, and it doesn't take away any Christmas. We
No.
do this in addition
In
to what we
addition
would
to.
normally do.
That makes
That's
So
right.
I hate it when
Here's-
Christmas podcasts go all Halloween for a month.
No,
Don't
we
do
can't
that.
Now, here's the thing: is this movie is perfect for Scotty Newman to be here. Now, Scotty did the other two with us, and
Yes,
so
Hall of the Holly.
it's a tradition. But this movie is kind of like a Christmas Halloween crossover,
A little bit.
just like the party evening
little bit.
things that you guys
That's
do.
exactly
Christmas
right.
parties,
That's
yeah.
exactly right. And we won't talk about any other reason why Scott might be interested in these
Nope,
movies.
nope. My lawyer said no
Stop right
references to Miss Chabert, and I might violate my restraining order.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
there you
exact-
go.
that's
And he did
exactly-
it.
that's
no
exactly-
references to.
Done.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yes,
Redacted.
we are. Anyway, come join us. Christmas morning podcast. Find it wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can send in stuff if you want to. ChristmasMorningPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Come on over. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot.
It's going to be lit.
Wow,
That's what the kids are telling me.
the link.
I don't
It's
know
not
if-
going to be a 6-7. Have you heard that one yet?
Oh, have I heard that one? It's just
Oh.
every time I turn around. in
Is
my
that a
house.
bad thing? Is a
Okay.
6-7 a bad thing?
It is whatever they
Yeah.
want.
Well,
it to
I'm.
be. It is.
I mean,
then
you
they
and I are
usually
sixes,
do this
Brand.
too.
So
Yeah, that's true.
Have you heard that? It's
Yeah.
maybe your kids have
Non-stop,
come
man.
in.
Non-stop.
Non-
6-7.
6-7.
that
Stop.
every time.
It just came out west. We just got
You
it.
just
Oh,
got
you
it.
just got
Yeah,
it.
it's
just-
wow,
listen.
making a-
Makes us, it started
Yeah.
here.
I
It
thought it was
started
Dude,
above.
if
here.
they see a number on the street
Yeah.
that has a 6 and
Yeah.
7 next to each other, it's over. It's over.
I was convinced it was a sex thing.
Of course,
like,
they
When my
usually-
kids started saying it, and they're like, "We want to hear this song," I'm like, there's going to be something so terrible about
Yeah.
this. And I looked it up, and I was like, I don't care. Yeah, go for it, bro.
yeah, I think.
But Daniel, were we this irritating when we were kids?
Oh,
I
I'm
feel like the answer is
sure.
no.
I mean, you guys like ska music. Like,
Listen,
The
yeah,
worst. Yeah.
the best. You mean?
I love ska
But, like, we
music, and
couldn't-
even I would acknowledge, maybe not for the mass appeal that we hoped it would be.
We didn't have anything that was as quick hitter as like this. You know, what does the Fox say and Opa Gangnam Style
Sure.
and 6'7" and all this other stuff? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We couldn't sound older right now,
Yeah.
everybody.
That's right. Hey, Macarena.
That's
Hey,
right.
Macarena.
Mama number 5. You know what I mean?
Moment number 5. All right, we are talking.
Still waiting for Mambo number 6, dude.
Yeah.
You
I
can't.
think,
Mambo
I
number
think Lou
6,
Bega,
7.
Lou Bega, Mambo
you.
number 6, 7.
There you go.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
That's good stuff.
We are talking Haul Out the Halloween today, which is the third in the Haul Out series of movies. Very excited to dive into it, shall we?
Do it.
Okay, let's do it. Originally aired on the Hallmark Channel on October 11th, 2025, and it went a little something like this. Evergreen Lane is more festive than ever, the most festive street in America, and nothing is more festive than a wedding. Emily and Jared are the ones that are going to get married. Even better, the Johnsons are gone. The Johnsons are gone. Let's go. The wedding's also beautiful, yay. And with the Johnsons out, a new couple moves into the neighborhood and decorates big for Halloween. All while Emily and Jared are on their honeymoon. The rest of the crew wonders if they should contact Jared, the head of the HOA, and let him know about what's going on. But they opt to talk to him when he gets back. And when he sees it, he literally drops Emily in shock. Jared goes over to tell them that all of their lawn decorations are going to have to go. This is Evergreen Lane, not EverSCREAM Lane. But Jared is shocked to find that from Emily's parents, that the rule about not decorating for the holidays never actually got put into the bylaws. So we find out that Evergreen Lane used to go all out for Halloween, but they pulled back after Emily's gram passed. Her parents thought that that's what she would want, but quite the contrary. Emily says that she thinks that it's time to go all out again. It's what Gram would have wanted. The committee comes together, talks about how weird the new folks are, and right then they walk in. It's Luna and Marvin, and Luna is indeed a witch in a play. And Emily and Jared show up to announce that EverSCREAM Lane is good to go. Events are planned, and every house has to come up with a Halloween display in 1 week. Everyone is in, but Luna and Marvin propose one more thing, that they do a little spooky alley thing, because every year they do that to raise money for the Children's Hospital. It's approved as long as it's not too spooky. Jared surprises Emily by saying, "Hey, I know you want to do a couple's costume this year, but I don't really want to do that. I've got a single costume planned. So I guess that's what's going to happen." And that is a bit scary to Emily. I thought we were going to do a team thing. But what is scary to Jared? Her mom appears to be dating Ned, and he lashes out at him at the pumpkin decorating competition and even throws Ned's pumpkin to the ground while local TV cameras roll. They put Jared on leave until he can make things right with Ned, which he eventually does. All is as it should be. On to the Halloween cookie competition, complete with ugly Halloween sweaters, okay? And much to Pamela's shock, Emily's cookies win. Emily decides that she's going to publish a kid's book based on Evergreen Lane, and then they get big news. The local news channel got such buzz with their clip of the pumpkin smashing situation that they'd like to come back and cover the lane on Halloween itself. And the night is perfect. After a brief stint as Chatty Krueger, you know the one, a Chad Kroger, Freddy Krueger crossover costume, Jared realizes that he's a married man now and decides to get into a couple's costume with Emily. EverSCREAM Lane is a big hit, and the gang comes over to celebrate as Jared gets word that he has been accepted into the Norwegian Santa School. And that, my friends, was
Haul Out the Halloween.
Ooh.
We did it.
We did do it. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break this movie down with 4 segments here on
Deck
the
the
Hallmark. We're back. Hi, everybody. Boo.
Whoa,
Oh man.
Did it scare you? Scott, did I get you?
man.
Scary.
I
Very
know.
scary.
I know. Nothing is scarier than a boo on delay.
Dude, my kid's been trying to scare me for 3 weeks now.
Yeah? How's
And
it going?
he finally got me.
Really?
He finally got
How'd he
it.
do it?
I just got back from somewhere, gave him a hug, went to see my wife in the kitchen, and then I walked into my room to take my shoes off and
All right.
went to the restroom, and I came back out.
6'7".
All right, 6'7", you got it. I came back out and he wasn't there anymore, but he knew I had to put something I bought at the store in the pantry.
Mhm.
And I was talking to Sarah, my wife, and then I went and I opened the pantry, and he was standing in the pantry with he has a 6-foot shark. He was standing there in the pantry as soon as I opened the door. And I did
Nice.
jump a little bit. He got me.
Yeah, that's
he
a
got me
good
so
sign.
bad.
And-
He pantry yelped you.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
pantry
pantry
yelped me.
yelp.
He said it.
Classic.
And then he
Yeah.
said, "Let's go watch Home Turf," and that was the
Yeah,
scariest thing
the
he could have done.
scariest
to
thing
you.
he could have said was, "Let's go watch
Exactly.
Home Turf."
And he
You're
said,
exactly
"Go
right.
Sox."
Go Sox.
No.
Oh man.
Absolutely not.
Let's talk Hall at the Halloween. Much anticipated
Yeah.
movie. Let's start with the hot take. I'll start with you, Bry Guy. Bry, long time coming.
Yeah, man.
Here we go.
Did it live up to the hype?
This is your series.
This is it. You love it.
This is everything I've wanted.
Yeah.
This series, this first movie was incredible.
Yeah.
And the fact
Yeah.
that we're here is so exciting. Like, this
Yeah.
is so fun. Like, to be alive at this time. Like, we could have
Come
been
on,
born
we
at
could
any
have been
time.
born at any
Anytime.
time, but
Yeah.
during the Hall at the Halloween,
We could have been
trilogy?
born with Casablanca.
Yes.
Citizen Kane. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
movie Casablanca, a movie Brand still hasn't seen.
Yeah, that's right. I passed.
He's
I've never
waiting for
seen
the
it either, Brandon.
sequel.
It's okay.
Has he seen all 3 of the of the Hall at the Halloween films?
Yes.
You bet he has.
Multiple times.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
Dot Connection, Web Detective. Seen that as well.
Dot Connection, not even close. Dot Connor.
Dot Connor.
Yeah.
Web Detective.
Web Detective.
Web Detective.
You got it.
Great movie. Go.
So I laughed a bunch of times. I am so excited that we're getting this, that they're doing this. The characters, it was so fun to be back with these characters. And I feel like what I was sort of afraid of is we're going to focus in on one person and develop them. And I didn't feel like we did that. I feel like we got a lot of different things going on. Maybe too much going on. Like, there was a lot. They crammed so much into this. And a lot of it, I think, was bits. Like, there were a lot of things that I feel like they just had in this movie that they could have cut out and it would have been fine. But I think they kept it in for the bit of it all. Like, they built this world, and so the bits are really a big part of it. They make it feel a certain way. There were a lot of cultural references or references to movies. I probably a lot went over my head. I haven't seen Halloween Town,
Okay.
so I don't know what they
I
did
haven't
there.
either.
I know they were doing stuff there.
Not a ton.
So I
but-
missed a lot.
No,
Not
yeah.
a ton? Okay. But
Yeah.
so I was afraid that a lot was going over my head, but I just liked that they crammed so much into it that could go over my head. Like, it didn't feel slowed down. It didn't feel like we're going to make this totally accessible. It's like, if you get this, like, you're going to love it. You're going to have a good time. If you don't get it, then there are other Halloween movies for you to enjoy. So I thought it was really fresh and fun. Lots of Easter eggs. I did not expect, as my oldest son put it, the rage monster that Jared became.
Yeah.
That was really fun. The way he was going off the deep end. I'm like, they're gonna make him look like a psycho. This is gonna be really fun. So that was pretty good. The HOA stuff, a little too much HOA. I wanted more.
What?
Yeah, a little. I know. I wanted
Who
more
are
nighttime.
you?
I wanted more nighttime stuff.
There's
on-
hardly none in this movie.
Not a lot of nighttime stuff on the lane there. So I can't complain though, because it seems like they were trying to give everything that we would have expected here. A lot of fun, good amount of time with Ned, and a twist with Ned that like
Great Ned.
great Ned,
Great
and a
Ned
lot of
It's
stuff.
impossible not to be. I mean, Stephen Tobolowsky.
Incredible, like used so well. And the coolest part of it was like I feel like they laid so much groundwork to keep this going. Like Ned getting with Jared's mom, like that's great for down the future. Jared getting the thing in Norway. Obviously, are we going to Norway now? Like this is so many possibilities now to keep this going. So yeah, really good time. Really good time. I'm so psyched that we're here.
All right. Scotty, notorious hater of the first one, but now lover of the series as a whole. What are your thoughts?
I didn't get the whole series, the franchise at first. Now I do, and I thought this movie was hysterical. I liked it in a way that I really didn't like last year's, because last year's was so much about
The new
I hate this-
family. Yeah.
I hate this new family, and it kept up through the whole movie. And they threaded the needle this year a little more deftly. In that first scene with the new couple, I instantly hated them. I actually went, ew. I had a real ick moment. And it even kept up into that first meeting with Jared and Emily. They felt like a bunch of weirdo adult drama majors. And no disrespect to drama majors. I'm sure your
Thanks
parents
for
are
adding that
very
in there.
proud of
No,
you.
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
Very proud of you.
But halfway through the movie, I realized I didn't hate this new family anymore. And it was not about that. It only, I don't know, it teed up the movie. So I thought that was great. Like Brian said, there were a ton of great movie references. Did you catch the John Carpenter style Halloween theme when they're, in the beginning when she's down in the basement? That was great. Pamela and Helen dressed up as the twins from The Shining was fantastic. And then the whole Wizard of Oz scene after she faints, that was fantastic. The humor was great, and it was really fast paced. I thought because they had already introduced these characters and set them up, we didn't have to spend a whole lot of time justifying why they felt the way they did. It was almost a little too fast. Pamela was hysterical. She's my favorite character by far. When she says, you can't trick or treat. You're 30. You did my taxes last year. You're too old.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud with that. And then finally, the romance thing with Ned and Belinda. Would you guys call this a romantic comedy? Or is it just kind of a comedy?
a little bit of everything.
At this
yeah.
point, it's more of a comedy, yeah.
But it was more about Jared confronting his own feelings about Ned and Belinda. And I thought that, like, as a middle-aged person myself, it resonated with me. I liked that. I didn't need the B plot with Emily and Ashlyn, the news reporter. That just didn't do it for me. But overall, love the movie.
Yeah. So this is so much fun. It is such a fun movie. It is so funny. It is as funny as we hoped that it would be. And I do feel like there are more cultural references in this one than the other ones. This felt very like Gilmore Girls in how fast they talk and go past cultural references without explaining anything. It felt almost like a lot like that, and how quick the dialogue is with these cultural references, and how everybody who's there just knows it. And if you're watching and you get it, you get it. And if not, sorry about it. This was a tough thing to do here, where we all agreed that the Johnsons sucked and we didn't want the Johnsons to be around, and we got rid of the Johnsons. As somebody who has seen Halloween Town and enjoys it enough, it's not one of my favorite DComs. Shout out DCom Descendants if you want to listen to our thoughts on it.
It is one of my favorites. By the way, so.
I was really excited to see what they would do with these characters, and I was
They did nothing.
bummed by what they ended up doing.
Fundamentally
with them.
nothing.
You get one like Halloween is cool, which is a classic Halloween Town line at the very end of the movie. And you have this thing where I was excited because they're setting up, what's the deal with this couple? And I felt like they could have stretched that throughout the movie without spending a ton of time with them. Like I understand the course correction from the Johnsons. We were all a little bit gun shy from the Johnsons. So if we're going to bring in a new family, we can't make the whole thing about them. But they could have done something, in my opinion, where people genuinely are wondering if she's a witch. People don't know what his deal is. And they could have stretched that and then had the realization, oh no, she's just in a play. She's probably like something like I didn't hate the reasoning for it. I just wish, because then once that reveal happens so early in the movie, those characters then are not super interesting, and you do have this setup of, hey, we do this alley thing, we raise money. And I thought there was going to be some sort of payoff, like their alley, Scream Alley or whatever, was way scarier, and there was going to be something there. It wasn't, and so I didn't feel like those characters, they didn't spend enough time fleshing them out. And so as someone who was excited because of the Halloween ton of it all, I was a little disappointed in that. Like in my opinion, either go all in on these spooky, weird characters and let them kind of do their thing, or just don't do it at all, because the characters that we have are hilarious and so much fun to be around. And so while that was disappointing, the movie as a whole was so much fun. I had a blast. Can't really complain. I'm happy that it happened, and I'm excited to see where we haul out the Easter. Who knows?
Who knows?
Dan?
Yeah, I'm very disappointed to say that I'm disappointed. I think this is the end of the line for me with this series.
No.
I know. I don't listen. I don't want it to be. And I need you to know this. Stephen Tobolowsky, if he had gotten up and just corrected people for 85 straight minutes, I would have listened. He's a national treasure, 100% in on that. He hasn't lost a step. The script is as poppy as the first one, which is very fast, very quick, but it doesn't feel as good. It just feels fast to me. I don't know if the script, I don't know if it's the same. I don't know anything. I don't know if it's the same screenwriter, it's different. I don't know.
I think it's the same writer.
I would agree 100% with the bulk of BRAN'S take, which isn't that the movie is good. He kind of sandwiched his take with two breads of it's really funny, but the bulk of his take is they, on all the advertisements, talked about Kimberly J. Brown, Daniel Kuntz being on Evergreen Lane, this whole thing, this big, and you could have made this entire movie without them. Like,
are they from Halloween Town?
They're
Dan,
from
or whatever
yes,
this?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
I have no idea what that is. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it.
There's
so
four of them.
I wasn't disappointed. But
Yeah,
I get it.
You should watch it with your daughter. I think she'd really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Even if you weren't disappointed, Scotty, you would be willing to admit that if they just talk to Lacey Chabert's character about how, remember your grandma died shortly after the Halloween thing, and then she goes down in the basement and she's like, we should bring back Halloween. You could do this whole movie without them.
That's true.
They're a glorified cameo.
Yes.
They mean nothing. And I got to be honest, between you and me, they don't bring a lot of life or anything.
Sure.
Like, they seem to be kind of rote, just going, especially him.
Well, it was fun when they were spooky.
That's right.
It
But
was
definitely, yeah.
you said reveal, and I was like, that was a reveal. In the second scene they're in early in the movie, they're like, we're actors, we love Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, there's no reason. And they take up a good chunk of this movie. So yeah, Ned getting with Wes Brown's character's mom, that was funny.
Yeah.
Belinda, that idea was funny. Them going out to a bar and playing billiards and all that or whatever, that was funny.
Play pool? Billiards.
I'll play you billiards. Like, when Ned's on the screen, it doesn't matter. The rest of this, I agree with Scotty. The storyline with the reporter, I think all of these. The first Haul at the Holly it has the funniest scene of all time in any Hallmark movie. Exactly. Like, that was
that's
two.
the second one. The
first
scene.
one is when she's singing "Oh Holy Night." That scene. Guys, Haul at the Holly is a top 10 Christmas movie on Hallmark of all time.
I'm getting a cramp.
It's the funniest Christmas movie they've ever made. I know. I'm looking at you, Three Wise Men. It's funnier than that.
It is.
But the next Haul at the Holly was a step down, but still scored a passing grade for me. This one is a step down from that one. I know that we don't have the Johnsons, but everyone is taking a step down. It's just like the third carbon copy of a contract that's a great contract. And I just... some of these board meetings even felt like they were going through the motions. And I hated that because I was very excited about this movie. There is a high floor, as we talked about, and you understand very well.
How that works, yeah.
Ned keeps this movie from being, a disaster. But the other thing I remembered, Brand, and I know that we got to move on here, but that first one had a ton of early on in that first one, you're like, I don't know if this is serious or satire.
Sure.
They got the walkie-talkies. The mom and dad are acting very cryptic. Yeah. They're leaving. They're putting up green screens. We don't know what's going on. We argued about what they were doing at the beginning. Lacey comes home. Wes Brown's this HOA. He's writing up all these tickets. Is this fake? Is this a bit? We don't know. And so the mystery of the movie segues so nicely into parody. It segues into this clear parody of this Christmas town and a parody of all these Hallmark movies. and it takes you by surprise. It's hysterical, and it just lands the plane so perfectly that I guess it's a lot to ask for the sequels to be anywhere in that ballpark because we know what's coming.
Sure.
But I just think everyone is kind of dipped, and this one I don't need any more. I think we're good. That's what the Hallmark.
There's not a lot of tread left on the tire.
Exactly.
As you would say.
Exactly.
I'd still be here for the Holly TV show, though. I'd still
Dude,
be here for it.
100%.
If you can make it like a sitcom format where they're into some hijinks, then yeah, sure.
Every episode you get a little one hijink.
Yeah.
That'd be
Phenomenal.
let's get to the feels. We talk about what this movie gave us feels. Bry Guy?
Yeah, what I wanted, basically the whole movie, I was waiting for that nighttime scene on Evergreen Lane where it's all lit up and decorated. I thought we were going to spend a little more time during the nighttime, trick-or-treating and whatnot and partying, but it just was a big ending, grand finale. And so it was nice, but I wanted more of that. But that was still my feels because that's what I wanted was that
I didn't
scene.
have a ton of wait whats per se in a movie like this that's so zany, but one of my wait whats was I was kind of underwhelmed by the Halloween decorations and Halloween in the movie overall. I don't know if, it sounds like Scotty's with me, Brand. I mean,
they do like a wide shot and it was like, that's it.
There's nothing on the houses. It's like, legitimately, this town is the Christmas town in America. And they're like, let's go big for Halloween.
They didn't only have a week, just similar to myself.
You
started a little bit, next year will be better, Dan. I'm sorry that I disappointed you with my Halloween decorations.
You're really taking this personally.
Next year I'll do better.
I'm going to give you an honest opinion. Don't ask if you don't want to hear.
I thought, all things considered, first time wasn't bad.
I thought it was a C-.
It sounds like you did a lot.
Maybe
It sounds
D+.
like you did a lot, Brand, to me.
Yeah, C-. I've not seen it at night. Maybe my grade will go up after that.
That's when you have to see it.
Yeah,
like
this
all
movie,
Halloween.
the first the Holly went A+ on the Christmas decorations at night. This movie, an absolute C+ on the Halloween decorations. And I can't believe you can't call yourself like EverSCREAM Lane and then do this for the decorations. In my opinion,
the purple floodlights add a lot.
I'll have to see that.
I think it adds a lot of
I'll pop out tonight. I'll pop out
the
tonight.
ambiance.
Not my weeds, not my garden, Brand.
There you go. You get it.
Yeah.
Way to quote the movie, Scotty.
Scotty, any feels for you?
Yeah, a couple. The scenes with Jared talking to his mom about this relationship, and then he's talking to Ned in the bar. Both of them were great. My parents were married 50 years and now are gone. I never had to confront this in my life, but I just want to throw up in my mouth thinking about it.
Sure.
So it was really good. I liked that. Not my weeds, not my garden. Really funny. And then I had two personal feels. One was they made a quick joke about Ned doing a hot yoga class. And it instantly brought me back to when Dan's wonderful wife, Sarah, brought me to a hot yoga class and nearly killed me. And Hall star Neil Bledsoe stopped his workout to get cold towels for me because he said, and I quote, "You didn't look so good." And then the thing with the painting freaked me the heck out.
Wow.
And
You're an easy scare.
That's an easy
there's an
scare.
origin story thing
Okay.
here. So when I was 7, there was a sitcom called Too Close for Comfort. It starred Ted Knight. And there was an episode called A Portrait of Henry and this was from 1983. So he has a self-portrait made and his conscience starts talking to him through the painting when he's alone with it. I'm 7 years old. I didn't understand that. I just thought it meant that paintings came to life. And I was so terrified by this. I used to have to close my eyes and put my hands over my head and sprint down the hall so the photographs in the hall wouldn't talk to me. And then I'd have to cover my blanket, my mirror with a blanket. And my parents were having a like, "Oh, that boy ain't right" thing. And they started
Sure.
taking me to therapy.
Yep.
This took me back to that when the painting kept, moving on its own. I was freaked out and
Jeez,
didn't
Scotty.
like it.
Man.
I know, huh? Better help.
What a traumatic
BetterHelp.com.
experience. That's right.
You think we're not putting up a bunch of portraits at Bramblefest next
you
year on your
got
pod?
another thing coming.
It's just the entire green room's going to be portraits. They're just gonna, hey, go get me
Oh, don't like it.
Portraits
Don't like
and
it one bit.
mirrors.
I have one, which is I had kind of forgotten that they got engaged at the end of movie number
Same.
2.
I did
And
too.
I got to be honest with you. I think I blocked that out because of my fear that we were going to get a wedding planning movie
Oh,
for the third one. And I got to be honest.
Shout
I
out.
cannot be happier that we got this wedding out of the way 5 minutes into this movie.
but did we even need it, Bran?
No, we didn't really need it. But if we didn't have it, then that would always be in the back of my head. Like, hey, are they going to do some sort of wedding planning thing?
Prequel.
They did it. It happened. They got married. We didn't need a wedding planning movie. And dadgummit, no one's missing it. No one's like, oh, I wonder what that process was like.
No one.
We don't
Absolutely
need it.
not.
We don't need it. We don't want it. So thank you, Hallmark. I appreciate that. Dana?
Also, the bit of narration that just said we don't want to do a wedding because I had already written down.
That's exactly right.
And there's like the narration is like, why would we get married during Christmas when that's really a time where we can go all out?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, listen, anytime Steven Tobolowsky says anything, I'm in. That's been since I literally saw Groundhog Day when I was a kid. And his name in this movie is also Ned. It's Ned Ryerson in Groundhog Day. So that works out really well. A couple of little one-liners where he's like, you need feels, touch your corduroys, which was really funny. And then when they blame the male patriarchy, that is all male. When they blame the patriarchy for something, and the old white guy with dentures is like, my bad. Yeah.
That was great.
Really funny. And also, do you see how easy that is, old white guys? It's not hard. Like, you can still, all your money's still in your bank account.
That's
like
right.
You just say it.
You can still buy gold.
If you want to buy gold,
you can still buy
gold. If you want to go buy another
gold.
car everyone else can't afford, just to remind yourself that you're still in charge.
No one's going to stop you.
Just admitting it and apologizing, it doesn't change. Like, the damage is done there, Chief. Like, just do
your gold's still hidden under the tree.
Yeah, that's right. That's all I got.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We get to the way, what, the Hallmark here on
Deck the Hallmark.
We are back. Hi, everyone. We're talking Haul Out the Halloween. Spooky. Let's get to the way what is where we talk about what in this movie made us go way what. I'll start with you, Bry Guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have a lot. So what I would like to do is circle back to a feels that I missed to mention. And it was
interesting. You said the way what?
A moment, if you'll bear me the time, where the reporter says, should we be calling this place Evergreen Lane? And they immediately cut to Lacey, and I just thought that was perfect.
Because she's
Just
like a mean girl.
Just a really nice little touch. What really was, I didn't really get the fundraising aspect of it, and it seemed like it was nowhere.
Added. It didn't seem
like
like
it was a total tack on. Like, oh, this is why we did it.
All of this movie seems like a tack on.
A lot of stuff was not followed, didn't really go anywhere, which to me, I looked at it as they're just setting up things and keeping the doors open for things. But the fundraising part just didn't do a thing for me, and I didn't understand the alleyway scream thing they're trying to do, and all the HOA stuff was just a lot of time on it that I felt like it should be nighttime, and we should be.
I felt like they had to do an HOA meeting because that's the bit of every movie.
Yeah, and the joke is getting old now.
Yeah.
So, but him getting, I mean, it was a nice twist. Him getting kind of thrown, his power taken away, but. And that was, I mean, them standing on the stoop reading the scroll.
They all the scrolls. And
scroll was great.
And he says he's never been good at reading cursive.
Yeah, spoke to your soul.
I spoke to my, I felt seen in that moment.
But there weren't things where I'm like totally turned off by and thrown by. And so, but the alleyway, the scary thing, the donation part, I was just like, I don't think we need this.
Yeah, it was weird to just say, hey, we're raising money. And then for them to be like, we also want to raise money for a children's hospital, and then do nothing with that. It was like
you're supposed to have a giant thermometer and show how much you filled it or something. You know?
Yeah, it was very interesting choice. Scotty, any wait what's?
Yeah, a couple. Emily is sketching in the kitchen, and they keep saying that she's a writer. And all I'm seeing is the work of an illustrator. And I understand this. I am a software developer, and I also am a designer. I do both. And I understand that you have to go back and forth. But she's talking to the painting. She's like, Graham, I'm writing again. No, you're not. You're drawing again. That's what I see you doing. And that really bugged me.
No,
I wanted to see her working with the typewriter in the attic. That would have been more writing to me. Luna is talking about their scary alley, and she says that they had a 7.5 on the Nosferatu meter around Y2K. That actress is 40.
Yeah.
She was 15 at Y2K.
I wrote that down too.
Yeah.
Have they been together since
That
since
doesn't
2000?
that didn't make any sense. And then finally, Lacey Emily says she's talking to the painting, and it's crooked, and she said, "How did you go all ski-wampus on me?" I have heard of cattywampus. I have never heard ski-wampus, but I looked it up. It's a thing.
Okay.
So a regional dialect, I
there
suppose.
You go. Apparently, ski-wampus.
Ski-wampus.
I only have a couple. One, we have the cookie competition with the ugly Halloween sweaters, which, by the way, another feels. Those sweaters, those ugly
nice.
Halloween sweaters.
I want those. Every holiday should have an ugly
the
sweater.
the one that Wes Brown was wearing was. I need to go back and try to find that because it was everything I wanted.
I think he had a turtleneck under it too, which is
pretty
nice
bold
touch.
move there.
Too
But
hot,
at
too
the when they're getting ready to announce the winner, they say, unlike at Christmas, no second or third place this year. And I was just like, well, why? What is different about what's happening here and now that makes second and third place not needed? It
doesn't make any sense.
Why say it? Why say it? I don't know.
Skip the wedding and make 2 more trophies or something for the movie.
Like it was. I mean, Pamela would be just as mad about getting second place as she would be about not getting first place.
She
and
could
not
have knocked the
placing at
trophy
all.
out of his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does,
Could've been a
yes.
whole
Like
thing.
I don't know why. Like it's
He
literally
second
the
place is first loser. Burn the thing. Like there's
it's
a lot of things you can do
literally
there.
the same competition,
That's
but
right.
with ghost cookies. But also no second or third place. We're gonna cutthroat. It's scary here. I don't know. And my last thing is we've talked a lot about how they just like some of the things felt rushed and we didn't quite get it. We have this amazing we've talked about how they need to commit to the Nickelback thing and maybe.
Oh,
Chad
this is
Kroeger-
my big one here.
Guys,
oh my gosh.
you have a phenomenal, something that I've never thought about
Yes.
before. A Chaddy Kruger costume. Chad Kroeger, Freddy Krueger in one. He comes out, he
perfect.
strums a chord, and I'm like, he's going to sing
Yep.
a Nickelback song, like a Halloween parody or
Almost a ska
something.
song. How dare
And
you.
then he does one strum and it's like, okay, I'm going to get out of this and switch into the thing. Just do the. There was such an amazing opportunity to do a Nickelback Halloween parody song as Chaddy Kruger, and we didn't get it. And I could not have been more disappointed because the costume was wonderful, an amazing idea. I had forgotten about his love of Nickelback.
That's
They
right.
brought that back
in the attic, there was a Nickelback sign in the back.
it's just like you had the thing. Just it would have been so funny, and it was like, hey, here I am, and now I'm getting my sailor costume, and I was bummed about that because it's such a funny idea and a funny costume that just didn't feel like we had enough time to really go with it. I have to imagine there's a cut scene somewhere because he strums it, and I feel like he's about to go into a song, and then it cuts, and I just
And he
there's
plays
something
guitar.
there. There's
doesn't he?
something,
And he
yeah,
sings?
yeah. There's something there. There's
Well,
something there.
mine is that was your last one?
my last one.
I'll piggyback on that because mine was less about the song and more. This seems like quite an elaborate, like secret to literally be in that costume for 10 seconds. Like he comes out and strums the guitar and he's like, here are our real costumes in Christmas presents.
Yeah.
He brings out 2 boxes
Yeah,
wrapped
that was
like
weird.
Christmas presents for them to be Popeye, I think. Like what? That was a lot.
A great costume.
A great costume, but that was a lot of secrecy for a 20-second bit.
I wonder if there was a scene where somebody talked to him while he was dressed up like Freddy Krueger,
Chatty Kroger. Yeah.
and
Could've
said
done
to
a
him
thing
like,
where-
"Why aren't you doing the thing with Emily?" And then he's like, "Oh yeah, you're right,
Dude, this
Ned
was
gives him fatherly advice or
Oh.
something.
he does a
me right
full
now?
like there's a full announcement of this guy and he's in it for 2 seconds and then he
You're
just
right.
goes.
Yeah, the whole couple's costume thing with both of them was like manufactured drama. I didn't need it.
It's super cool that these houses in a 30-year flashback look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I just hope all of our houses can just hold up culturally and structurally and everything to look not a little like they did 30 years ago, but exactly like they did.
Not
30
even the
years ago.
landscaping will change.
No, no. Everything's the exact same. It's the exact same. No problem.
Trees?
They don't
there.
grow.
All there. They haven't grown an inch.
They're
It's
all there and they're
unbelievable.
not there at the same time.
Yeah.
Pour bleach on them. Make sure they don't grow.
I know it's hard to do wait what's because everything's a joke in these movies, but before Wes Brown's character is going to tell everybody about the Halloween thing they're going to do, Lacey goes in and sends them all an email beforehand, and she doesn't CC him, and he's the president. And so instead of him showing up to do the meeting, he's showing up to find out they already know everything the meeting was about. And they're married. It would seem like she would be like, I'm going to send an like I would have been frustrated if I went into a meeting and someone had emailed them everything that I was going to talk about and then not told me. I don't care if you tell them, like, let me know so we can expedite the meeting and
Well,
move it
especially
along.
because you make a diorama.
I
for
make a
all of
diorama,
them.
and for all of our meetings,
Yeah.
you know, we have to say the pledge. We have to
Yep.
go over the crest of Bramble Jam. There's a lot that we do. There are a lot of formalities in our meetings, which happen twice a week.
allegiance
To
To
Bramble
Bramble
Jam
Jam
and all
with
the podcasts
that
for
we
which
deliver.
host.
to
We
the
listen
the
and we hear and we speak
belong
and we
and
act.
forever
and
more.
rig we trust.
And Rig, we
I think
trust.
that's the same
Amen.
scene though, Brian. I don't know if you caught this. She was dictating her message
She was.
into her phone. She didn't use any punctuation. That drove me nuts.
Just knows.
You know what?
Man.
When I get a text
Yeah.
from Brian, perfect punctuation every
Every
time.
time.
That's what I like about
Yeah.
him.
Oh, yeah. Bry's.
That's one of my best qualities.
Yeah, it
Interesting.
is.
He didn't
And
say me.
He has never once messed up your and your
I would
for me.
If
Never.
I do, I correct it. But I
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on
yeah,
quick.
that's fine.
Of course.
We can make mistakes. You just got to own them.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it up, Scott, so I didn't have to.
You're a good person, bro.
You're a good people. And along with most of my other wait whats, which are all basically this was disappointing or confusing, not like an actual wait what because this movie's a comedy. I thought that the Kim J. Brown, Daniel Koontz thing was a big disappointment, but I also thought the grandma picture was a big disappointment. Like early in this movie, I was ready.
Scotty was also disappointed.
They,
I was
they,
freaking out.
They
Freaking
did
the heck
a
out.
they did a flashback of her, and it's very sentimental, more sentimental than these movies have ever been, in my opinion. And I really liked it. It was like in Coco when they talk about like you keep people alive by remembering them, and I honestly thought that was going to come back at the end in a bigger way than the outro narration. Like literally, it really isn't a big part of this. I kind of wanted to see maybe Ghost Grandma giving an approving look, having some actual
or do
drama.
the outro narration
Yeah.
from her or something. Lean into it.
It was really, really disappointing.
It's time for What the Hallmark. It's where we wonder what could have been. Maybe because to clear any questions we still have. What are we still wondering about after this third movie? I'll start with you, Bri.
Brian, I think we're thinking the same thing
Sure.
Here because my big question is, will they ever deliver on the tease of the Nickelback cover performance? Because
Yeah.
it has to happen at some point here. And that would have been a great time.
And Nickelback's not busy right now. They can
No.
do it.
So something has to happen here because they've brought it up every time. It is funny, but also like we're ready for it. I feel like we need this now. So will they actually see it through? Because it'd be really great.
Scotty.
A couple of mine are more about the franchise than than this movie itself. Are they setting up a fourth movie with the Santa School? Please don't, because you cannot take these two characters, take them out of Evergreen Lane and put them into Norway. It's not going to work. Let me just save you the money, Hallmark. Don't do it. And the writing for Emily, I mean, those are obviously open doors, but I don't know what they're going to do with that. And then the other is the new couple, very well written. The whole thing about M. Balmer being his name was hilarious. They're weirdo English professors and they're all gothic. Are they going to be in another movie, or is it that every sequel a new couple moves in or something? Because you can't use them in a Christmas movie. It's not going to work.
Yeah. I mean, mine's just, what do we got to do to get this TV show off the ground? I think
it's a good
it's,
one.
it's-
A Ned Pamela TV show.
Yeah,
I would
no,
be
I'm all in on
totally
that.
there
Yeah.
for it.
well, that's the thing. Like, there's so many great characters in this franchise that, like, Lacey and Wes don't have to be in much of it, like, in order for it to work. It's fine if they're not. I forgot to shout out, but Lacey is very funny when she gets to use her comedic chops. And one scene that made me laugh in particular that I just remembered was when they appear in the smoke and they start coughing. Like, she's very funny in that moment. And I just wanted to shout that out. Dan?
What were their costumes supposed to be? Was it Velma?
I don't
or
know.
like
At
Daphne
that
from
time,
Scooby-Doo?
I don't
think
know what
that's
those costumes were in that reveal, but they did
It
it.
didn't make sense.
Yes, but they did it. Dan.
Yeah, I think my big what the Hallmark is, I don't have any more questions. I'm very, very good. We did it.
Yeah.
We did the sequel.
Tybo, we're done.
We did the sequel where we tried to go bigger. We did a different holiday. And I don't need, nor do I want another one of these. I would like to keep my fond memories intact of how great the first one was and how the other ones had moments of hilarity along the way as they descended into less quality. So for me, please make it a trilogy.
Yeah.
That's a wrap. Now, if we get a Ned and Pamela TV show, happy to treat that like a separate thing and not bring what's becoming bad will from this franchise over, even though the first one Still a minted classic, always will be.
But Dan, I don't know if there's a word for it, but if you keep doing these diminishing returns on sequels, it makes me want to watch the original less. I don't want to see it anymore because I'm just kind of tired of the whole thing. Just let it be awesome.
Yeah, sequels are different now. I mean, back in the
you call it the Return of the Jedi phenomenon or something.
But,
should have stopped.
You know, this isn't as bad as churning out some of those Jaws sequels, but it also isn't like The Godfather 2. You know what I mean? But you know, Hallmark sequels traditionally are pretty terrible. And this movie, when the first one ended, we begged for a sequel. It's felt right for a sequel. But now, I think it's run its course.
We don't need to milk this goat anymore.
Let's be done.
Don't have to milk the goat anymore. Yeah, you heard it here
milking
first.
that goat.
We did it, everybody. It's time for Double Decker of the Week, where we dive deep into the life of a double decker who signed up BramblejamPlus.com. You get all sorts of stuff, ad-free podcasting, an amazing Facebook group, and so much more. Dan, who do we have today?
We have Kathleen Arzeus. Kathleen Arzeus.
Your time has come.
Kathleen seems to be saying what we're all thinking.
Yes.
Wondering, has tipping reached a breaking point?
Yep.
Exactly.
We've been saying
Has tipping, like the money?
Yeah, tipping money has it peaked?
Yes.
I feel like, and she says, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, interesting.
Kathleen has started a new service.
We can go bigger.
This is absolutely there's a field here that has not fully explored it, and
Tell me about
it. It's an add-on service for funeral homes.
Oh no.
It's a little something
This is good for spooky season.
100%.
Very good. Okay.
It's a little service she likes to call Earned It, and it's when
no.
you choose to be cremated. You will now have the option to throw a few extra dollars in the urn
to make sure they're burned correctly.
No, it's for when
to put the dollars in the urn.
You put your money in the urn,
and
it's for when your family's spreading your ashes. It's just a couple bucks, a little something, a little something
fun.
extra.
It's a little surprise.
A couple extra
you open
bucks.
that up and you go, "Oh my gosh." Look at what Grandpa Joe did this time.
That's
and it's
right.
a 20 on top.
Yeah, a couple bucks for your service.
Oh, isn't the 20 burned?
No.
So
You
I
burn-
gotta make sure I understand this. You go to the
Kathleen's
funeral
got it all
home.
figured
Yes.
out.
You put in the Earned It.
Yes.
You put a $20.
Yep.
Then you sign it. The body goes there. They burn the body.
burn the body
They
per
put
usual.
Put
Yes.
it in the urn.
Nice
On
urn.
top
Very
of that,
nice urn.
yeah, of course you earned it.
Yeah.
On top in the urn, they put a 20 spot.
Yes.
Close the lid.
It's post cremation.
And then they give it to the
Post-cremation.
family, and the family's out there on Niagara Falls.
They don't know about this quite yet.
Yeah.
And they're about to spread the ashes, and inside on top a crisp 20,
Yeah.
and Grandpa's giving right back to you.
That's exactly right. Now this
What a
could be-
weird thing to do.
It could be
Who
problematic.
do you think is spreading the ashes? The same person that took the body in. They're
Put
giving the
20
money
in?
to themselves. That's terrible.
No.
You can do you specify it in your will.
No,
your
I
last
think it
testament.
has to be specified in the will.
Yeah, you
okay,
decide.
okay. I got
I'm
it.
going
You
to.
have to be the one.
It's a little add-on.
Yeah.
We'll add
Yeah.
on.
In
We'll
your
say.
It
will.
has to be someone who's really prepared for death
Yeah.
and whatnot.
This is for
It's
the
just, you know what,
preppers.
I do think it could be a little bit problematic because, how I have not spread ashes yet in my life. Okay.
Not yet.
Not
but you're
yet.
looking forward
Look,
to
yeah.
it.
At
One
some
day.
point in time,
Yeah.
I'm sure
You'll
it's
get
going to
there.
happen. But
I wouldn't recommend it, Bram.
but when you open up that top
Yeah.
to spread, how many people really give a good look down there? Right? Do you
Right.
just?
I think most people, but this is the
I think
really
most people look
It's
in
like
You
a
think so?
cultural shift, I think, where you're going to have to now
That's exactly
look
right.
first before you.
This is a,
But
this
then,
is
like,
a
a
Halloween
little bit-
themed one for sure.
If you know about Earned It,
Earned
what is
It.
it? Earned it.
Earned
If
It,
you know
yeah.
about Earned It, and you open it up and there's no money in it,
Super
Oh, I'd be
disappointing.
pissed.
yeah.
But
What's
you know,
the
what if this was like a tax shelter? So what if instead of giving money, actually, if you get money in a will, you don't have to pay taxes on it? I don't know. If you did, then maybe you just get a couple rolls, like $10,000 rolls.
Throw
you
them
know?
right in there.
You
What's
stick
fun
it on
is
top of
that they also put a little table in there, so all the money's under the table,
Yeah.
and then it's good. It's good to go.
Yeah.
Scotty, thanks for joining us. We're very excited about the upcoming holiday season, but we're also equally excited about the upcoming Halloween evening episode on the Christmas Morning Feed
It
this
makes sense when you
Friday.
think about it.
This Friday, correct, Scotty?
Yep, can't wait. It's remember, it's Christmas evening.
Halloween evening.
Oh, Halloween evening, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're
Halloween
putting the
evening.
episodes at night. This
right.
is for you to enjoy at nighttime.
That's right.
Keep your
With
Christmas in the
crackling
morning, your
fire.
Halloween at night. You can have both seasons simultaneously. It's perfect.
That's exactly right. Thanks so much for joining us, Scotty. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Holiday season kicks off this weekend. Marathon this Friday. It's
Can't
going to be
believe
a
it.
lot of fun. Can't wait for that. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmarks of Bramble Jam podcast, produced by Brandon Gray.
Hello.
And yeah, that Greenville, South Carolina at the Bramble Jam Podcast Network Studios. For more information on the show, go to deckthehallmark.com. Go to socials at Deck to Hallmark. Leave us a rating and review, Apple Podcasts. And listen to this episode ad-free along with every other. You can go to BrambleJamPlus.com.